Today we're repotting Monstera Deliciosa, and this is a plant that we propagated from cuttings some time ago, and you can see that in our earlier video. The reason why we're repotting the plant is to show you the root system that's developed after taking the cuttings, and also because the potting soil is starting to break down a little and we think this plant is going to benefit greatly from being repotted. All you need is a good quality free draining potting mix. The one that we're using has some fertiliser in it, and that will last for around about 9 to 12 months. We're doing this outside so we don't make a mess inside. First thing to do is to lift the plant completely out of this pot. We usually start by squeezing, pushing down around the pot just to loosen it up a bit, and then the whole plant should lift out. You will see that there are some roots already starting to grow out the bottom of the pot. These should go back through those holes fairly easily. Then we lift the whole plant out of the pot, and you can see the root system that's developed since we took the cutting. Quite a good root system, lots of new roots are developing, some of them are still really small, and you can see here a new aerial root is also developing. What we need to do is to remove all of this old potting mix, and you'll notice that it's really quite moist. That's because we watered the plant really well 2 days before repotting. This helps to hydrate the plant and gets it through the transplant shock. We need to remove all this soil, and you can do that by hand, but we're going to do it by washing it off with a hose, and that's fairly simple to do. After you've washed off all the soil, you're ready to repot. Put a few handfuls of the potting mix in the bottom of the new pot, position the plant, backfill around it, firming it down to hold the plant in the position that you want. Add the soil little by little. You'll also notice this aerial root here. This can go back down into the pot if you wish, or it can sit out of the pot as it naturally would. We're going to try and make it go back down into the pot, giving the pot a little shake every now and again to help the soil settle down between the roots. When you finish backfilling, take the plant, hose it off to get rid of any soil that's on the foliage, and that will also water the plant in. Now the plant's ready to resume its duties back inside. You won't need to water this plant for around about 3 weeks. And when you do water, remember to make sure that the soil has started to dry, because this is not a plant that likes a wet root system. You won't need to fertilise the plant for around about 9 months, and then you can either use a slow release type fertiliser, or if you want to, a liquid organic fertiliser. The plant will benefit by having some time outside every month or so. Take it outside, put it in a shaded position, give it a good watering out there, bring it back in, and it'll look great. So that's it for repotting Monstera Deliciosa. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for regular updates on a whole range of indoor plants, and indeed a whole range of gardening matters. And as always, good luck with your gardening.